Alright, here's that little video. We had a track maintenance day a couple days ago, did some changes, and one of the ones that kind of just happened was there's a bunch of moguls, a rhythm section I should say, put in here, and a few of us agreed, well actually mainly the president and another guy agreed that when we finally have our mains, we line them up, one behind the other, and quite often we're actually lined up into the corner, and we kind of, well, they figured it was an unfair thing to do if you're stuck in the middle of these, because there was 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So if you're stuck in the middle of one of these, and then you have to go, you're going to be bouncing and maybe hitting people. And so it's actually not too bad of a day out, a little bit rainy. I'm out here with a shovel and some rakes, and I'm going to flatten this off again and make it real nice and smooth. Another issue they had was it's getting filled in here slowly, but there was a bit of a dip here, because you'd come off here and you'd nosedive and then you'd start digging a trench. But as far as alterations go, there wasn't too many done. We tried to, quite a few people came out and they were filling in some low spots on the straightaway, mainly around that bend. There's always low spots dug into here, but the problem is I don't know if they watered it after all the repairs were made, because pretty much all the low spots that were filled in are evacuated now. You can see the dark spots, so we gotta fill them in, pack them, and water it so that the repairs stay. And this has been left untouched. If anything, I thought this would have been a cool spot to have a rhythm section. Just kind of put it in here, just put a couple in here, a couple of little bumps, but then you still have lots of room for that double. And here, not certain if this one was here or this one, but there's no triple. There's a little triple here now, which is kind of cool. But the major surgery, I'll get to the mogul section in a minute. The major surgery was on our triple. We took it down significantly height-wise. The true peak of the jump was actually back here ways, but it was more of it wasn't so much of a nice gentle run up like this. It was pretty much a straight shot, and we threw a bit of a kicker on the lip here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's at the last bit you got your little kicker. Works pretty good. The height is down on all three. They're more of a tabletop, so you're not landing on a sharp peak. And it's a lot more gentle in the vehicles from what we've seen with our quick little testing. And even if you spin out a little bit back there, the two-wheel drive buggies, the two-wheel drive open trucks, you'll still bump your butt somewhere in here. But even with basically half that straightaway there for a shot, with my open truck I was able to still land on the downslope. So with a properly watered down track, and like a typical race day is, should be very, very simple, but it's also a nice long smooth transition onto the straightaway. It wasn't quite so much before, because our peak was somewhat up here, and we don't really need this railing here, but I think I don't know, it's just here for now. But if you do come off here crooked, you do land on that, but whatever, maybe they'll take it out. But yeah, mainly that's been reworked. And when you come around our little hairpin, now you have options. I say options, but it's more like a punishment. Think of a golf course. You got sand traps, you got water hazards. Now we have this. Try to show the scale of it. Later on I might shoot a video with my open truck here. You get high centered on these. This is somewhere you do not want to land in. So one of our members, Greg, he was just hell bent on making an area that you do not want to get through. So I'm thinking what's going to happen is we're going to have some fun with short course. We're going to be side by side, two trucks. Buddy on the inside is going to knock Buddy on the outside into this area, and Buddy's going to continue going, and the other guy's got a 4x4, well, with a two-wheel drive through here. It'll take you down 5 seconds a lap. I've already timed it out with my open truck. If you get stuck in there, because you're just all over. Even a 4-wheel drive short course truck will get high centered and stuck on certain ones. But my advice is, if you get knocked into this lane, you better step on it, because you got some stuff to go through. But I don't know if it's going to stick around. I'd like to maybe see that filled so people don't plow into the end of that. But either way, I was kind of thinking the younger members would really enjoy this, because they tend to crash and hit people because, you know, they're learning, right? So maybe this might take them off the track, so to speak, and they'll just go 4x and through here, and everybody will kind of gracefully go around them. But yeah, here's your shot. You pull out of this, and you have enough with most trucks to do the double still, because the double's actually shortened a bit now, so it's not so much of a distance. I'd say it's probably about 2 feet shorter from peak to peak compared to the way it was. So yeah, I don't know if the rain's coming on the screen on the camera or not, but there's a bit of rain here. But that's something I don't usually do, is like, I don't usually show a layout of the track from up here, because when you're up here, your perspective is a whole lot different. If only they made big O piping in white. I mean, like, if they had a bunch to give away, that might be kind of cool. So yeah, there's your start finish right there. We run clockwise. A lot of places run counterclockwise, but yeah, so you can see when you're up here and you come around here, and it's a little bit bumpy in here, so you tend to want to just naturally go that way. So, but yeah, it's actually very doable. If you run a stock truck wide open, you'll actually land down in here. So you only have to run about three-quarter throttle to land nice and smooth right here on the downslope. So much gentler on the vehicles. And then once that area is smoothed out, it'll be like before you come off this little tabletop. It's going to be smoothed out a bit there. Nice straight long shot. Update.